Hello, testing. Hello, get on the mic. I'm already recording. Go, go, go.
Don't rush me again.
All right.
Can you hear us?
So what happened this week?
So first of all, we haven't recorded for... Hello, welcome back to CHISMESANDMENUDO podcast. Word vomit. We've been missing for 2 weeks.
I think more.
We've been MIA.
No.
Listen.
Life
is hard.
You posted that thing, like a photo of me on the story?
Yeah, to tell them that your dog died.
No, you fucking idiot. All my dogs are fine. And then I deleted Instagram for a little bit. And then I just came back to like 1,000 messages.
Really?
No, it was just one of my friends that was actually concerned.
Oh, yeah, no, we got a couple messages on our Instagram too.
Is everything okay? Yeah, we're just dramatic.
No, it's private, okay? But
Nothing
also,
happened. We were just being lazy.
No, it didn't. Don't say that. Don't minimize our struggle, okay?
What struggle? You're lying. Don't lie to the audience.
This out. We just need a little bit of sympathy, okay?
Don't lie to the audience.
I'm not lying. Okay. Hello. Welcome back to CHISMESANDMENUDO podcast.
Do you like being lied to by content creators? Oh, I hate that I just called this that.
We are content creators. We actually, before we press record, we were just practicing our Megan Thee Stallion song because we're going to come out with the dance. We're going to be doing the dance. Ricky's doing the dance.
I'll kill myself.
Why do you always have to die?
I'll fucking do it.
Eventually, we'll get there. Baby steps. Right now,
baby steps.
We've done the hand movements, Ricky.
I've done none of that.
Do the hand movement.
No.
Ricky, don't embarrass me right now. Do the hand movement.
I look like a fool. Do the hand movement.
Can I ask why? Can I ask why you don't like?
Because I'm not a 14-year-old girl.
I think sometimes you're a little tense. You know, and there's no problem with lightening up.
No.
Why? Are you nervous? Does it make
because
you nervous?
30-year-old men on TikTok doing dances look ridiculous.
No. I think
Mhm.
they're having fun.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, but they look ridiculous.
But what looks ridiculous to you?
A 30-year-old man doing 14-year-old girl dances on TikToks, trying to make that a career. Go dig a hole.
It's not a career. It's having
dig a
fun.
hole.
Why can't you just have fun? Let loose.
You know what's fun?
Let your hair
Digging
down.
a hole. I can't let my hair down.
Yeah.
That's what we had to announce, guys. I'm going bald. Imagine.
Is balding in our family?
No. Dad still has all his hair.
Barely. His line has definitely receded.
No. No, dude, Dad's hair is exactly the same. But it doesn't even come from the dad's side. It comes from the mom's side. But I think I'm good.
Your hairline has receded or your barber fucked up. Speaking of which, speaking of your barber.
I look fantastic. What are you talking about?
Did you just get nervous?
Don't talk shit about my barber. He's a good man. It's not his fault you're poor.
No, because if it was 2 kids, I would take them there.
However, yeah, it's not his fault you're poor. And you make poor decisions. Oh.
However, listen, for one haircut being $42, and
tip.
this is what I'm looking at.
I look fantastic.
This is not a good advertising. Marketing
fantastic.
strategy.
What are you talking about?
What's his name? What's your barber's name? Well, don't look at me like that. What's your barber's name?
Your hairline is a U. Your hairline looks like the Black Power Rangers.
Really?
Look up look up Black Power Ranger hairline.
What do you mean?
Hold on. Look up Black Power Ranger hairline right now.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No. It's the black guy from Brink. That's the hairline you have. Ignore that. Yeah, there you go. That's your hairline. That's you, bitch.
Oh, no. He's my twin.
Look at the third one.
Which
the third
one?
photo. No, to the right, to the right.
This
the right.
one?
Up.
This one?
The third photo. That one.
That's drastic.
That's you.
That's exaggerated.
What does the caption say?
My God. I can't stop thinking about how disrespectful the Black Ranger's hairline used to be. I want to seek the person out that did this to him. Put hands on them. They need to pay for this.
Yeah, that's you.
That's so fucked up. Also accurate as fuck.
Yeah, but you're a girl, so your hairline doesn't really matter. Have you seen those videos of girls getting edge ups?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, girls are getting edge ups now.
Should I get an edge up?
No, you can't. You look like the Black Power Ranger.
But okay, but this hairline here for a girl would be fine, right?
Yeah.
Because I could just clean up the sides.
Yeah, but you don't need it.
Yeah, I do. Ricky, you unlocked a new insecurity. I hope you're happy with yourself right now. How dare you put this on me? It's not my fault your barber did a shitty job of your hair.
I look fantastic. Don't talk shit about my man.
Your man. Your man.
Don't talk shit about my buddy.
My boy.
My boy. Don't talk shit about my barber.
Oh, Lord.
Dude. I will end your life.
Whatever, I hate you.
Do you like the way the boys' haircuts came out?
Hey, barber, give me a discount, man. Like, the sibling discount.
What?
I'm bringing 5 heads to you, dude. Throw me a little some.
No.
I'll pay $30.
Jessica takes dress up there with him.
For $42 haircut?
Yeah. She only has one haircut to do.
Right.
Yeah.
But I would take all 5.
What's that? How much is that? Damn.
If you break me off a piece of that cake. What? What's 30 times 5?
If we round it up to 50, it's like $250.
Dude.
Yeah. He's a good barber. He's fun. He's cool. You can talk to him the whole time. He's good with kids.
Is he?
Yeah. I don't know. I've never seen. Oh wait,
Is
yeah.
a
When I was
haircut really $42?
probably yeah.
Do you think that's justified?
Inflation.
Right.
You want your kids to look like shit?
No, I don't actually. And
There you
you
go.
know what?
Dude.
I almost did it.
Dude, when we were growing up, if you got a haircut, you got a fresh cut. You got smacked. Now, if you have a shit haircut, kids get on your ass, dude.
I know.
Kids get on your ass.
Honestly, I would have done it if it wasn't back to school and we were buying all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Because everyone needs new everything.
Mm-hmm. And now you got 4 of them.
Times 4.
Yeah. You were coasting for a good couple years where it's just like, it's 3.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And now the 4th one came in. Yeah. Now the 4th one came in. It's like, oh shit. And also he's still growing a lot.
A lot.
So throughout the year, he's going to grow out of his clothes.
Yeah. So bear with me. I'm sorry. You know what? I was projecting.
Mm-hmm.
Barber.
His name's Isaac.
Isaac. I'm sure you are very talented.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just projecting it a little better.
Yeah, great.
No, but I think, yeah, because I just want to take him to, like, somewhere where, because Lenny, he wants to look nice. Like, his outfit yesterday, fire. He picked it out. He was just like you.
Mm-hmm.
I tell him all the time, you were just like Ricky. But I do need to get him clean. But now that we're not worrying about all this stuff, I think I am going to make an appointment.
I mean, does Axel really care? He cares about his haircut,
starting
right?
to, but not as much as Lenny.
Yeah.
And Jackson has always cared.
Yeah.
But Jackson is always very, like, low-key. Doesn't really care. Cares, but just wants to look cleaned up.
Okay.
But I think he will eventually get to, like, where Lenny is. Maybe more. So, whatever. Back to school sucks. We got accidentally the wrong school supplies for Hendrix. We were supposed to get 1 grade level when we got another one.
Which one did you get? You got him a senior?
No. We got him,
you got him a fucking calculator?
a pre-K 3, which is the grade below him.
Oh, okay.
Which is why it was easy to confuse. Okay. But, yeah.
I mean, what's the difference between 3 and 4?
Right.
Like, why is there a separate list?
Right.
What can you handle at 3 that you can't handle at 4? Or vice versa?
Right. I think
I'm asking you what the difference is in the list.
Oh. I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know?
No, because we went to back to school night and we dropped off all the stuff. And, yeah, they were like, it's okay. Just, like, if you can, just buy. And I was like, we can.
You got offended.
Yeah. Why do you mean? What do you mean? Like, I know we look ratty tatted up, but we can afford this, ma'am.
No, it's because it's very difficult to make it on your own, let alone with 7 of their heads to feed.
We walked in with all the boys and all the teachers were like, hey, hey, Martinez boys, what's up? And then we're like, we have another one for you guys this year. Poor Hendrix.
Why?
Because he's always going to be, him and Felix, they're always going to be looked at like their older brothers.
Yeah. They've already got a reputation.
Yeah. Which is a good one.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah. All right.
So
there was
that.
I remember in high school there was a like a family. I think it was like 3 boys and a girl.
Mm-hmm.
I think one was in my class, and then they went down from that. Or there might have been one ahead of me, one in my class, and then like a couple behind me.
Yeah.
But it was kind of the same thing. They all had like really good grades.
Yeah.
I think almost all of them made valedictorian. They're like top in their class.
I think hopefully that's how it goes.
Because you could do that, or you could be on the other side where it's like, another one of these fucking Martinez boys. You know?
For real. Honestly, the way that Axel, my oldest, started school, that's how I thought I was gonna go. But he
would just walk out of class. That was so funny.
He was just not like
I don't want to be here anymore.
I'm out. But no, he got better and he got used to it. I think Hendrix is gonna be the way too, though.
Yeah.
Because Hendrix is just like Axel. He looks like Lenny, but his attitude is just like
with
Axel.
his haircut, he looks exactly
just
like Lenny. It's so crazy.
It's so insane.
I'm like, oh,
Doesn't
fuck, this
he
little
look
baby
so
Lenny.
cute?
Yeah.
We didn't do clippers. We only did scissors
That's
in
good.
his hair, and it still stayed really curly.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Lenny's hair is really curly too.
Yeah. Oh my God, his is so like they're so coily.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
And Axel's wanting to like comb his hair backwards, and he puts that
The hair in it.
Yeah. No, not the hair. That Vaseline or whatever.
Vaseline.
The one that Dad used to wear.
Yeah.
I bought it for him, and he like whips it back, and he's like, he sent me a picture of it. I'll show it to you later.
Mm-hmm.
But
they're getting to like that age.
Yes, it's so scary, dude. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Lenny's gonna be a problem.
Lenny's gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
And Lenny, you know what?
He already likes girls.
He loves girls.
Yeah.
Like he loves girls.
And he has confidence.
Oh my God, the amount of confidence this kid has. Like sometimes I'm like, Lenny, don't say that. Like relax. He's so like, I'm scared.
He'll drive home. He's like, damn, mommy got a fat ass.
Oh God, I'm so scared for Lenny. Axel's still a little bit more shy, but Lenny's, oh God. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I've just been busy with back to school. You've been busy with work.
Yeah, work's been busy.
So have you gone out to any mics?
Nah, I haven't forever. But work's just been super busy. And I told you I wrote a new joke that I think I like.
Yeah.
That was funny. And,
it was funny, very niche.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing is, like, I just got to tell it to Mexicans.
Yeah.
Mexicans that grew up in Dallas. So it'll be great at a local show.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I haven't been going out. Been kind of just focusing on work.
You know what I think we should do? I think we should get an apartment.
No.
In Dallas.
No.
Am I about to piss you off?
I think that's dumb. You know how much rent is?
You and I could swing it.
No.
Because then you could stay there.
Why? I have a house.
But just because of the drive?
No.
You go to open mics?
There's no point in getting the house then.
Mm.
Why am I going to rent? Why am I going to own property
It
and
would be
rent?
a studio, but you could sleep there.
No.
We can rent it out to people. Airbnb style.
No.
For comedians that come out of town.
No. For that, I would want to buy like a duplex or a quadplex.
You want to do it?
No. It'd make more sense to do that instead of being like, hey.
Yeah, we should do it. Let's go in.
Okay. No, that's
you
dumb.
and me halfsies.
That's a terrible idea.
No, we rent out all three, and then the fourth.
Oh, the quadplex. Okay.
Yeah. We use it as a studio / it's too late to drive all the way home.
That actually wouldn't be that bad.
Crash
honestly.
out.
If we're buying a quadplex, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Renting an apartment, retarded. That's the most Down syndrome Barbie thing I've ever heard you say. Oh, by the way. We got a new Barbie, guys.
No, God. I can't
Shout out
believe
Eddie. I was going live earlier this morning, and Eddie asked to be a part of it because he's stuck at an airport in Nashville.
Nashville.
He's stuck out there with Hawk to a girl. And then the reason he got on live was because he wanted to say, like, hey, y'all should talk about the Black Down Syndrome Barbie doll that just came out.
Okay.
And then we...
I can't believe we're talking about this.
And then we looked it up. And the Barbie
I just looked up Down syndrome, not Down syndrome Barbie. So. I was like, why are you explaining to me what...
You look up Down syndrome Barbie, and the first one that comes up is the white one. That's problematic.
It is.
Also, Barbies are only $11.
Yeah, how much did you think they were?
I thought they were like $40.
Are you joking?
No. No wonder you had so many of them. In the
Duh,
90s,
they were cheap.
They were probably like $5.
Yeah. $6.99.
I thought that when we had them, I thought every time mom and dad bought you one, they were throwing away $20.
So all this time, your hatred towards me has been completely invalid.
No, I hated you because you stole my light.
What light?
When
did you have light?
You stole my shine. I could have been just like Lenny. Except I had Lenny as an older brother.
Damn, that would have been crazy, actually.
No, it's crazy. He has like my character, and then your, whatchamacallit?
He's a perfect
Your
mix
shine.
of you and me. It's insane.
So, yeah. He has your gall, your audacity, your gumption.
I'd rather have that. Okay.
Yeah.
But honestly, I am missing the other part, where is sense.
Huh? Like common sense?
Which, you know what? Fair exchange.
Yeah.
I can get ahead in life with this attitude.
Sure.
Gone this far.
That head's gonna have an upside down you hairline.
Stop saying my hairline.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm annoyed. This Barbie doesn't look Down syndrome. This doesn't look like a Down syndrome Barbie. This looks like a normal Barbie.
Yeah.
So did they just make like another Barbie and just put Down syndrome to it?
I don't know. Okay.
Is it supposed to look Down syndrome? It doesn't.
I wanted to talk about Rescue Ruse.
What's that?
Did you ever watch it? The documentary I told you about?
Rescue Ruse?
Ruse.
It's a ruse? Like
it was a ruse.
No
it was the one
way.
I was telling you about at Victoria's.
Oh.
I knew there was one big thing that I wanted to talk about.
Ruse? How do you spell ruse?
R-U-S-E. It also took me a very long time to figure that out.
Rescue Ruse. How Sound of Freedom conned Christians.
This is the one that I was telling you about.
This is the podcast? Red Pill America?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So when you were telling me, I was drunk. I understood, but I was like, what in the what?
Yeah. So, Red Pilled America is a podcast. And they do like investigative journalism on a bunch of stuff. I heard about it through, I think it was the Jimmy Dore show.
Uh-huh.
Like I was just listening to it, and then they were talking to him about the main dude about it. And he was like, yeah, so we saw, it's about the movie, the Sound of Freedom. And which
was an insane movie.
Yeah, it was a very big movie that
it didn't really go anywhere though.
It was really big in like Republican Christian communities, and a lot of people were saying like they want to silence it, you know. That was a big thing around it. And I remember Jasenia wanted to watch it, and I was just kind of like, I don't feel like watching anything sad. But then I was also like, I don't know, something about this feels weird, like just something about it felt off. And then so I was just like, I'm never gonna watch that movie. Like I don't want to watch it. It's just not something I want to see, even if it's good. Like I'm just like, fuck it, whatever. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, it felt odd.
Yeah,
it felt icky watching it.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch it either.
So the movie is based on this guy. Can't remember his name. He basically in 2014 he stopped a sex trafficking like in progress. Like he stopped like a big sex trafficking ring. And this is the movie about that story.
But
so it goes through, and the whole movie kind of just shows like how it happened, how everything went about. There was also like a mini series that was done on it a couple years back. This movie was made in 2018, and then it was shelved because Disney bought the studio. It was at a time when they were buying up like a bunch of smaller studios, so they bought it. And then Disney's process, which I would assume is any big studio's process, is whenever they buy something, they go through whatever they have currently like logged, like whatever material they have logged, and they see what would be profitable. So Disney kind of saw that and was like, meh, we'll just put this on the shelf for right now. We'll keep it, but we're not going to release it, whatever. Mm-hmm. And because of that, once they did release it last year, the year before.
Disney released it?
No.
Oh.
It's the studio, I think in Portland or something. But once they were starting to roll it out, they started going with the narrative of like, well, Disney bought the studio, and then they saw what this movie was about, so they wanted to show it because they didn't want this story to get out. They didn't want this story about sex trafficking to come out because Disney sex trafficked, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. Which probably, I would believe it.
Why would Disney put something out like that?
Yeah,
it would be it's not their brand. It would be
not their brand.
Right.
Yeah. So then finally it comes out. Everybody, like a bunch of Christian conservatives are like, because the message is, there's a lot of message of like Christianity behind it, and Jesus saved the children. And one of the big things is like it was like a brother-sister duo, and the sister gave him like a cross or something. And she was like, if you pray to God, he'll save us, blah, blah, blah. Shit like that, right? That's like the whole thing. And then, so in the movie, he becomes a hero. He saves them, blah, blah, blah. And then it starts giving you like all the real statistics of like the woman that was a sex trafficker that had these kids held hostage and blah, blah, blah. So it's great, right? It's a sex trafficking movie. The proceeds go to like stopping sex traffic. It's fucking awesome. Great. And then I heard about this. And they did investigative journalism because they were like, "Oh, this
Who's
movie." Who's
they?
The Red Pilled
Let's see.
podcast.
Can we look into who these are?
Yeah, I figured you'd do that already, but you know you're retarded.
Go ahead. Okay.
So.
Red Pill journalists.
Yeah.
Muck Rack. Red Pill journalists. Oh, is this the people? Who are the people? Oh, creator.
Just Google it.
Who is this? Co-host of iHeartRadio storytelling show Red Pilled USA. Okay.
Her name is your name, but misspelled.
Adri.
It's your name, you idiot.
Adri.
It's your name, Adriana.
That doesn't make sense. Yana.
Adriana.
No.
Yeah.
It's missing a lot of letters right now.
So how do you say that?
Adriana. Okay, don't do this.
24 minutes.
I can't. Whatever. Who named you, lady? I'm so upset.
Who named you?
She's in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Also, she's Latina, so.
Shut up. No, she's not. Cortez's or Spain's? Spain.
Cortez's are Nikes.
Right.
So,
AKA my favorite shoe.
Okay, there was this woman. She's the one that does the interviews with the lady that they accused of being the sex trafficker, which in Colombia she never got convicted of sex trafficking. I wish I could remember her fucking name.
The other co-host's name is Patrick Corielche.
Corielche.
Dude, bruh.
Corielche. Something like that.
A man. Okay, and then?
I'm pretty sure Corielche.
Corielche. Okay.
Yeah, so they wanted to kind of get more information on it because they wanted to do a series on the actual movie because they saw it and they were like, wow, this is a crazy story. It's a true story. Let's get some information on it. And then they started they started digging into it and they're like, wait, none of this makes any sense. Like, what the fuck? Like, this doesn't add up to what the movie was saying. So they're like, okay, well, this turned into doing a 3-part series on the movie and the actual real events to uncovering the real events. You get me?
Can I read the
yeah, go for it.
description? We investigate the 2014 Colombian island raid that launched Tim Baller's rescue.
Tim Baller, that's the guy's name.
Child rescue organization and became the plot of surprise box office hit Sound of Freedom. In her first American interview since the movie's launch, we talked to Kelly Joanna Suarez Moya, the Colombian woman that the film portrayed as a supervillain, Katie Gazelle. Her shocking story exposes the dark truth behind the movie and its alleged hero.
Yeah.
So he's an alleged hero.
Yeah.
That's what we learned.
So I'm gonna just break it down, like not the whole documentary, but I'm gonna just break down the way that it was made to look like a sex trafficking ring.
Mm-hmm.
Dude goes to Colombia, gets in contact with some like Colombia's version of the FBI, right? Mm-hmm. Or CIA. And then they stage a plan to be like, okay, we're gonna throw this party, right? And we're gonna invite people, adults, people that are over the age of 18. We're gonna invite them and tell them like, hey, if you come, just for showing up, it's $200.
They pay them to come to the party.
They paid them to come to this party. They put it out on Facebook, and then people started saying, like, if I saw it, I'd be like, hey, they're giving us $200 if we just show up to this party. They're gonna have drinks, like it's gonna be fun. Yeah. They send it to adults.
What?
Yeah. They send it to adults, right? And then if you happen to invite like
your
a friend or whatever,
yeah,
it's just like whoever shows up. And
what did they think? What did they think?
The Colombians?
This was gonna be.
The Colombians?
Yeah, the people that got paid to go to the party.
They thought it was a party.
Would you go to a party?
Not at all, but I'm smart. Colombians are idiots.
Oh.
No, but it's like, oh shit, it's $200. At the time in 2014, the average income was $6,000 a year.
In Colombia.
Yeah. 6,000 American.
Okay, it makes more sense now.
6,000 American dollars a year.
Okay.
So they're like, well, fuck, I can make $200 right now. And then they also added a little caveat where it's like, you don't have to, but if you want to have sex with them, we'll also give you another $500 on top.
Okay, well, there you go.
So that's what it is. So that's $700. Here's the thing, though. Prostitution is legal in Colombia, but pimping isn't. So you can sell your body, but I can't sell your body.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah.
So if you wanted to, you could just be like, hey, give me $200.
So that's why people went, because it's like, they're not going to get in trouble and they're going to get paid.
Yeah, because it's legal. As long as you're in, but you can't become a prostitute until you're 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which all these people were.
Yes.
Okay.
So they do the invite, and then they get with that woman Suarez. They get together with her.
The supervillain.
Yeah, the supervillain. They get together with her and then with one of her friends. I can't remember what his name was, but I think he actually was 17.
Okay.
So there was this meeting at a restaurant. They're all sitting down at a table, and they're recording the whole thing. And they're going back and forth English and Spanish. And the main dude, he speaks Spanish. He did like missions in Argentina or something, so he knows, he's fluent in Spanish. So he's sitting down with, it's the main dude, Tim, his contact in the Colombian CIA or whatever, and then Suarez and her friend. Her friend is the one that brought Suarez in to be like, hey, if you come, like, it's a white dude, it might be your ticket out of Colombia. Mm-hmm. So if you just come and hang out. They were
hopeful.
Yeah, they were kind of like, if you just come and hang out, and then maybe you become his. She was kind of wanting to take advantage of, be like, oh, well, maybe if you become her boyfriend and girlfriend, like, he'll get you out of here. You can go to America. They're billionaires. Like, they were saying like they were millionaires.
Yeah.
You know. So they get together. They meet. She doesn't know any English. At least I don't think she did. And they're kind of talking, and then in Spanish he starts saying like, how far can we go with these girls that you're bringing to the party? Because her friend, they had told him like, bring some girls to the party, you know, because it's fun. Like, let's have a party, and they each get $200. And they ask him, like, how far can we go with these young ladies? And he was kind of like, well, you know, these are like nice girls, you know, so you kind of want to be a little like you don't want to be a little rough with them. But they're saying all of this in Spanish, and then he translates for the camera, not like looking at it, but he just says it in English. He's like, oh, right, yeah. Tim. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tim translates it in the camera, saying like, not in the camera, but like just saying it in English, like, right, you want to be a little gentle. Because they're young. Because they're so young. Because they're little girls. Basically saying it like that. But he never said that. He was just like, Well, they're sweet young girls, you know, like they're innocent, but they were all adults that were coming, you know. So they stage all of this, and then they have all this video recording. Once they do the party, everybody that got interviewed after the fact, like once the raid happened and everything, they all got interviewed and they're like, well, I'm 18, I'm 19, I'm 21, I'm 22, however old they are. And they're like, okay, well, that's a little weird. Because you can go through all the Colombian like court records and shit, and you can see that the only person that was underage was the person that they told to bring everybody.
But did they want everyone that was going to come to be over 18?
Yeah. They only invited people that were overage.
Trying to pass them off as kids.
And then you know how like when I was 19, I didn't look 19. I looked way younger.
Yeah.
So they tried to get it to be that. Because even Suarez, she was 20 at the time and she looked like 17, 18, 16.
Okay.
You know?
So what was the point of all that?
The point of all that was because they already had set up, like, they basically lied to the government, was like, hey, this is happening this day. We're going to stage a fake sex trafficking ring. Y'all are going to come in, and then we're going to arrest somebody. Somebody's going to get arrested, and then it ended up being Suarez. So they lied on her.
Blamed for everything.
They blamed her for everything. And the thing is that, like, she went to jail for 18 months. But she went to jail on different charges. The only thing is that he's been lying about it since 2014 for 10 years. So he's been, and then when he made the movie, that was kind of like his big thing of like, this is, all my work is culminated in this. I have this movie. This is my story. This is all real. And it's all bullshit.
Didn't you say the actor, the one that plays the little boy, how old is he?
Okay. So the actual person that he portrays was like 20 at the time. They made him 11 or like 9.
That's insane.
They made him a little child. Yeah. And then, whatchamacallit, there's like a
This is all true story.
This is all what was uncovered with that, because since she got out of prison, Suarez, she became a lawyer, and she's suing the studio and Tim Bauer. Yeah.
Talk about a comeback.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She's serving revenge on a platter, baby.
Yeah. So she's suing them because they ruined her life.
Well, yeah. And all for what?
Yeah.
So why did he stage that? Why did he stage a fake child sex trafficking ring?
I think he was in the CIA or the FBI in like child crime specific stuff, and he was like, I want to create a business that stops sex trafficking, but to do that I need to find a sex trafficking ring, and that's hard. So let me make one up.
That's insane.
That's kind of where they go with it in the documentary. I really wished you saw it, because I saw it like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, I'm kind of just giving you the bullet points.
I don't want to watch the documentary though. It still feels icky.
No, watch the one I told you to watch, not the movie.
Oh,
because the movie's not a documentary; it's like a movie.
Where do I watch it?
It's on YouTube. Go scroll back in our messages, and it's up there.
Okay,
Assuming they haven't taken it down.
I do want to watch it. I do want to watch that.
So another thing was that the reason they kind of went with the narrative of like they want to silence this because it's this. They mostly said that so that they can kind of get ahead of it. Yeah. You know.
Okay. Where
it's whatchamacallit, like they were trying to get ahead of it. Like, yeah, people are gonna say shit about this, but the reason they're saying it is because they're pedophiles. Like if you're trying to say that, or like if you come out against me, Tim Bauer, like if you come out against me, then you're just as bad as a pedophile. Yeah, it's a lot. And then whatchamacallit. So this comes out, and then he was originally a Mormon. After all of this comes out, because Tim Bauer also had like 5 women trying to sue him for like sexual misconduct and a bunch of other stuff. Is it Bradley Cooper in that?
No way. Real life protagonist of the surprise hit film Sound of Freedom seemed the verge of breaking into another stratum of fame and power when the movie was released. Ballard, who had already been anointed something of a Latter-day Saints hero for his work rescuing child trafficking victims, suddenly became a national hero, appearing on the conservative news circuit to discuss the insidious threat of sex trafficking and the need to secure the U.S.-Mexican border. Prominent Republicans urged their constituents to see the movie. Donald Trump hosted a screening of the movie at his private club in New Jersey.
Everybody got duped.
It wasn't long before some began to speculate that Ballard would run for the U.S. Senate. Many critics of Ballard's organization, Operation Underground Railroad, that its unconventional methods were ineffective, that it seemed to exaggerate its accomplishments, that it prioritized giving wealthy donors an adventure over actual results, that it did a poor job of caring for the children after they were quote-unquote rescued, that it re-traumatized the victims, that it even created demands for more trafficking victims, were dismissed by Ballard's fans as petty attack from the secular left. But it wasn't just criticism. There were more serious signs of scandal. Since 2020, a prosecutor from Davis County, Utah, had been investigating
Utah, that's where they're at.
Possible communication fraud and witness tampering. 2021, Vice reported that the previous year an anonymous letter had circulated that accused Ballard and the organization's leaderships of misusing donor funds, of misconduct toward women. Finally, on July 13th, Vice reported that Ballard had left OUR, which he had founded in 2013. OUR and Ballard did not explain the separation initially, but OUR implied in a statement at the time.
It's OUR.
I know. That it was connected to the film's release.
Operation Underground Railroad. That's what
OUR.
that
Wow. Five anonymous women filed a lawsuit against Ballard on Monday, accusing him of sexual assault, telling very similar stories of manipulation and abuse.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yep.
Yeah, he looks like a rapist, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
You get the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you told me that, I was like, dude, what? Like, what? I couldn't believe it. So you create a problem.
No, they're
and then you create
that's
the
one.
solution.
Hold on. Yes, but that's kind of also the caveat to this, because now people are kind of being like, well, then sex trafficking isn't that bad if he wasn't able to find actual sex traffickers. Sex trafficking is still a thing.
It's still, yeah.
And the thing is that all of his operations were south of the border, south of the U.S. border. And I think there's a statistic that most sex trafficking, or higher rates of sex trafficking, occur in the United States than in Latin American countries. But the thing is, it goes back to that prostitution being legal in a lot of Latin American countries. Like, I think it's legal.
Why does that matter?
It matters because that's kind of the loophole that they did so that they could do all these operations, because they run similar gambits in other countries where they set up parties, invite adults.
So then that would mean that all the statistics are probably not accurate.
Any statistic that's tied specifically to them is inaccurate. Could be inaccurate.
No, because don't their findings also equal to like a global sex traffic?
Yes, they're conflated if theirs are taken into account. But once you do the research, like the people that are actually doing the statistics and they do the research into what went down, because you can't just call OT.
So why wouldn't this have gone to the mainstream beforehand? Like, why wouldn't the people who deal with statistics be like, yeah, just so y'all know, like,
I think because
they're lying.
Well, even in this, it kind of said that like they had been investigated before, and they were just kind of like, well, you're as bad as a sex trafficker if you question our.
Oh, kind of like the anti-Semitic thing where like you can't question it or you're anti-Semitic for every little thing.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, crazy. I wanted to talk to you too, since we're talking about movies. It Ends With Us. Have you heard about that movie?
Jasenia read the book.
Yeah, so I just binged the book.
Women love being abused. Or love reading about women being abused.
That took such a turn. I need a moment.
Yeah. Y'all love reading about women being hit.
Hit?
Or being in terrible relationships.
No, we don't love it.
50 Shades of Grey. Others.
That was Consent.
Yeah, but he
50
was still
Shades of Grey.
shitty. It was a really bad relationship.
No, because he was rich.
There you go.
There you go. What?
It doesn't matter. As long as he's rich. It's not rape if he's handsome. It's not abusive. He's taking care of me.
Well, it is. Definitely is.
But it doesn't matter
just
because
harder
he's
to
rich.
leave. But it's just harder to leave. That's the point.
It wasn't for her because she just signed
For
a
who?
contract. I'm talking specifically about 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh.
She just signed a contract.
That's not nothing to do with it. Bitch, shut
Y'all
up.
love reading stories about we
We love reading
change,
a
man.
good story. You
It's a
love
terrible
stories
story.
about gritty.
real people going through real life situations.
Yeah, so don't knock me because I'm living a fictional world. Who
I'm
cares?
not knocking you. I'm
You
just
are
saying-
knocking me. You're making fun of me.
I'm not
and
knocking
Jasenia,
you.
your wife to be.
I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying women
We
love
don't.
seeing women abused.
We don't.
Then why do y'all read so much of it? Why
Because
is
it's
this
a
the
good
biggest-
story.
It's a good story about a woman
And
being
it
abused.
raises awareness to domestic violence.
She stays with him
No, she doesn't.
at the end. She stays with him.
No, she doesn't.
They changed it in the movie.
No, it doesn't. I just read the book.
Did you watch the movie? Because they changed it in the movie and she stays with him at the end.
No, she doesn't.
Did you watch the movie? I watched the movie.
I
haven't seen the movie.
There's clips. Shut up, Ricky. Everything
I
has
just I just like messing with you.
I know.
I'm sure that it's a
It's
decent
insane.
movie.
I'm annoyed.
Oh, After? That whole After series? The same thing.
After.
Yeah. You ever watch those movies?
No. Those are high school.
No, they're out of college. They're in college.
Right.
So you're
Their
wrong because
frontal
high
lobe
school is
hasn't
not college.
formed. Well, because their frontal lobe hasn't formed.
How old is the woman in
35 in the movie. 23 in the book.
There you go.
But they
Same exact age.
They aged it up because it was more appropriate to age it up. Anyways,
Because
can I
only
just
older
get
women
to
should
my
get
point?
abused.
You're so fucking
I
annoying.
know, right? No, but you've seen the After series, is what I'm talking about, right?
I've never seen that show because it's
It's a movie.
dealing with children.
What? No. It's like 3 movies. Is this girl? It's like her freshman year of college. So yes, okay, she's 19. She's like 19.
A teen. Yeah. Okay.
And then she doesn't have that many friends. She ends up befriending this one dude who she ends up falling in love with, but he's really shitty.
We should just do movie reviews. That's all we talk about.
I know, right? We're shifting gears, guys.
Again.
Anyway, yeah, that movie. Jasenia was listening to the book like months ago because I think she had
It
heard
ends
that.
with us?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I think she had heard that it was gonna come out. Are
Yeah.
there vampires in that one or
No.
werewolves? It's just people.
Yeah. Okay. So
Lame.
So I've been
Twilight. It all sucks. All these women are getting abused and y'all are eating it up. It's terrible. Harry Potter.
What?
Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe. I don't know. Bridge to Terabithia. Because of Winn-Dixie.
I'm over you.
Okay. Yeah. So, have you seen the movie?
No, but I've watched clips of it on TikTok. But we're going to go on Monday because it's first day of school and John and I both took it off. So we're going to go watch it in the morning right after we drop off the boys. Anyways, there's a whole thing going on TikTok about it because they're doing the promo for the movie, like the marketing for it.
What was it called?
It Ends With Us. So it's Justin Baldoni, and he was in Jane the Virgin. He's known for that. And then he directed that movie with Cole Sprouse about how they're sick and they can't be closer than 6 feet apart.
Oh, it's a good
He
movie.
directed that movie. Okay?
That's a genre of movie.
yeah, the
Specific-
sick.
Yeah.
Just,
One is sick and they found The Fault in Our Stars.
there's a name. There's a name for that. What is the name for that?
There's that one with
Sick
Emilia Clarke and that guy that's
movie.
paralyzed.
Genre.
Oh, Jenny Slate is in this. I didn't know that. Hassan Minaj. Oh, Blake Lively is the main chick. That's why I keep seeing her pop up in random shit.
What is it called when you're like that kind of sickness where you're gonna die?
Terminal romance.
Terminal movie genre.
This is very specific. It's like
Yeah.
one or both are sick, One is very reluctant to get into a relationship. The other one is just like, hey, we're fucking dying anyway. Let's do this shit. You know? The one that's the best is one that like hardly anybody knows about. It's
What?
Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. You ever watch that movie?
No.
It's so good.
Let me see. Anyways, we're not talking about that. So yes, he made Justin Baldoni. He directed this one as well. It Ends With Us. Okay, so he bought the movie rights to the book, and so he casted Blake Lively.
5 feet apart.
5 feet apart. He casted Blake Lively, right? And so Blake Lively, apparently it's going around saying that she was using this movie to debut some of her like director skills. And this movie was being adapted while the strike was happening. Okay? So the screenwriter for the movie had already figured out the script and everything, and it had been locked. So apparently you were only able to record a movie or like start production on it if the screen was already locked, like this play
Like
was already
yeah.
locked in. But then she noticed that when they were doing the actual acting or whatever, that some of the lines were changed. So that means that they were writing like
during the strike.
They crossed the picket lines or whatever the hell, right? So whatever. Now, because Blake Lively went on press and was saying that her husband wrote some of the scenes, and people started putting two and two together and talking about, well,
her husband Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, because he was put into all of these promotional things too for It Ends With Us. One, because he's her husband, and two, because they're both promoting each other's movies, because his movie Deadpool just
3
came out. Yeah,
that are Deadpool Wolverine.
And so they were talking about each other's
haven't seen
movies.
That one either.
Me neither. I want to though. John wants to.
Monday.
And
Double
so
feature.
yeah, and so what happened is Justin Baldoni is not doing any press with Blake Lively or the other main character. And so apparently Blake took over, her husband took over, and he started saying on press that it's like, yeah, like, you know, it ends up, he was being very like diplomatic about the whole thing and talking about what the movie is, which is domestic violence, bringing awareness to domestic violence. But what happened was
something that women love.
Shut up. But what happened is Blake Lively's promoting it as a rom-com. She is. She's going out there like
in the movie. What do you mean?
Every question that she's asked, she redirects it towards rom-com.
That she's like, yeah, it's a rom-com. Also, what if she gets hit with a bat? It's a
every now and then.
It's a wiffle ball bat. How funny is wiffle ball? Does she not want to be associated with a movie that's about?
And she's like, she just right. She just came out with a hairline, like shampoos and stuff.
That makes sense. She has such pretty hair.
And she's advertising like on the premiere wall, like Justin Baldoni is like, you know.
Is he kind of just like, I'm gonna let her do her thing?
Yeah, because he really can't do anything else. He's also on this podcast where the main point of the podcast that he's on is talking about how to be vulnerable as a man. So he does a lot of like,
I want to go on there.
You would be the app. No,
I want to go on there.
He would probably punch you in the face.
Wait, it's his podcast?
Yeah, he does it with like 2 other people.
Oh, and he's like, I'm gonna.
Yeah, he's like, I cry.
Suck it up. Hi, you cry, bitch.
Justin Baldoni.
I want to go. Justin, hit me up. I'll cry with you. I don't care.
Ricky does cry a lot, actually.
I cry so much. You can have spiritual beliefs and also stand up for women's rights. No, you cannot. They are contradictory.
There's an intimacy that's lacking that I can't be the only. I'm trying to explore masculinity and what it means to be a man, to become who I am, and realizing in the process that I don't know anything about myself or my dad.
Dude, that hit. I don't know shit about that either. I'm not sure if he still has a middle name.
He does.
No, he
Look,
doesn't.
he like cries on the pod. So, you know, this is very much his thing.
He's also an actor.
He can't be seen promoting the movie and like saying anything negative about the people that he tries to uplift and empower throughout his podcast all the time, you know? It doesn't have
Captions.
captions.
I can read lips. Oogie boogie.
She's such a bitch. Let's just read.
It's gonna come up on the video.
I know.
Look, you show it to me later. Just turn the audio off because it's just gonna sound bad.
Anyways.
Okay, so his whole thing, I didn't even know about that. I watched.
So
Jane
now
the Virgin.
the girls are fighting on TikTok. Okay, he's a part of the girls. They're fighting on TikTok. It's like a thing that. But anyway, I just binged it. It's a really good book.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really, and you can't like adapt it like
One
down.
for one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. But
Because it's fucked.
But they did like, if they did rewrite it, if Blake Lively and her husband did rewrite it, they really intentionally missed a lot of parts of the domestic violence.
I thought he was a director, or is he just the
He's
actor?
a director and an actor. He's acting and directing. It's his. He bought the rights to the movie.
But didn't he read the book and see that they changed it, and then he just couldn't do anything?
Yeah,
about
he
it?
couldn't do anything.
He's a director.
Right. Yeah. But Blake Lively is a producer on it too. So, I mean, if he
It's so
didn't do
weird.
what she wanted, like, because the producer's job is to bring the money in.
Yeah.
So he kind of had to like.
I'm guessing I think her and Ryan Reynolds have a production company. Most actors have a production company.
I don't know.
A lot of actors have production companies, and they're just like they get like Adam Sandler.
I don't know how he bought the rights. If it's through like his own studio, his own company bought the rights to it. So
It's similar to that thing that we were talking about with Taylor Swift, where like a company has the rights to the masters of the music, and then if an outside company or an outside person wants to purchase it, then they have to go through like a venture capital company.
yeah,
It's a whole lot of bullshit and red tape. That's why I never, I don't like watching movies that are adapted from books because they change a lot of it.
yeah. Although I will say I read it after all of this. I just finished it like 2 days ago, and it kind of like that I was picturing the characters as them. Because them as characters made so much sense.
I do that sometimes, but I cast the movie.
I like listening to or reading a book after they've already casted it. So they're the people that I have in mind. Yeah.
I recast.
In your mind?
Yeah. If I'm reading I've read a book where it's like a movie, already, and then I recast the characters.
Weird. Like Twilight?
Well, I make better decisions. If I were to read Twilight, it wouldn't be Robert Pattinson.
Who would it be?
Willem Dafoe.
Who's that?
Look him up.
Willem Dafoe. Why do I feel like I'm going to slap you? William.
It's not William. It's Willem.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
As
Because
Robert?
he's a vampire. Willem Dafoe is a vampire.
You know what?
Dude.
Accurate as fuck. What
Dude.
the hell? Ricky,
Everybody else is the same. But it's just Willem Dafoe as
he's the only vampire. You're a genius.
Dude. Come on.
That's insane. Okay. I understand everything that you said now.
I'm so glad that worked out because as soon as you brought up his picture, I was like, oh, I could say he's a vampire.
I think he is. He hasn't aged a bit.
What are you talking about? He's aged so much.
Look at this. Where was... Oh. Okay, but 20 years ago to now is not that big of a difference.
Yes, it is.
Are you joking?
He also has one of those faces, like a really angular face.
This is 20 years ago for sure.
And that might... Nah.
Dude, come on.
That was probably more.
No, look at his hair.
Look up Willem Dafoe, young and old.
Willem Dafoe young. How has he lasted so long? He is so ugly.
Look, that's him when he was real young.
Ew.
No, to the left. To the left, he looks good.
Ew.
He's got long hair.
75. That was 75.
Yeah. He's old.
This was 84. Wait, maybe he...
God, I wish I had hair like that.
Whoa.
My hair's so stupid.
Yep, that's accurate. That's insane. He's ugly. He's always been ugly.
He's a fantastic actor.
I guess whatever. He's so ugly. Yeah, ends with us. Crazy. Deadpool, new movie that's coming out.
Haven't seen Deadpool.
Haven't seen Deadpool.
Oh, I was supposed to watch it last week, or when the weekend that it came out. I was supposed to watch it, but I had to record with you, and then you canceled.
I didn't cancel.
I canceled last week. You canceled the week before, so it was the week before. Yeah. But then you had already gone, and they bought the tickets.
Oh, she saw it already?
Yeah.
Oh, did she?
They went to go see Deadpool. I think it was. I don't remember when it was. Yeah, she liked it.
Who was it? Who was she going?
She went with her whole family. We were all supposed to go. I didn't go because we were going to record because they bought the tickets for a Sunday. I think it was for somebody's birthday. And then you canceled on me, so I was like, okay, well.
You went?
No.
Oh.
I mowed the lawn.
Love that for me.
Yeah. I just mowed the lawn and then cleaned up.
The Olympics.
Oh, yeah, the Olympics. That's happening. A lot of people were crying about, like, the trans intro that they did.
Trans?
You didn't see the intro to the Olympics?
No.
It was, I think it was The Last Supper, but it was all trans men and women.
Oh, they were in drag.
I thought they were trans.
No, they were in drag.
Was it just drag? I had the worst. I'm not even going to say. I'll tell you later.
Olympic drag entrance. That's not the right.
Garage entrance. What the fuck?
Oh, because I put Greg.
Are you okay?
No. Let me see. No.
That coffee's got you zooted, doesn't it?
No. Nothing popped up with that.
Just look up Olympics intro. Olympic 2024 Olympic intro.
2024 entrance?
Yeah. Or grand opening, whatever the fuck.
Grand opening ceremony. Let's see here. Nothing here.
Did they scrub her from the internet?
What are you talking about? I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Probably not. I usually never do.
Celine Dion apparently saying, how does she have stiff person syndrome if she's over here doing all this shit?
It hits every now and then.
Oh, it's not like an active thing?
No, it's not like she's constantly stiff.
But she will eventually get there, right?
Yeah, there's a documentary about...
You watched it?
No. I was at Jasenia's parents' house and they were watching it. And then they moved it back to... Like, in the movie, she has, like, an episode.
Oh, really?
And it's very sad.
She can't talk or anything?
No, she can't talk. She's in pain. It's like all the muscles in her body are contracting at once. Like, go like that. All over your body.
That sucks.
And then she has to lay down. She's literally like... But you can see the pain in her eyes.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I
don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it.
She looks like him in the second one.
Okay, well. How far have we been going?
A little over an hour.
What do you think? Close it off?
Yeah. Did you read the book or listen to the book?
I listened to it.
Okay.
Which I had given Victoria shit because she was telling me that she was reading books. And I said, oh, what book are you reading? She goes, oh, something I found on like whatever.
Audible,
yeah. And I was like, that's not reading.
Mm-hmm.
She got so mad at me. We Googled it. Apparently it is. It's the exact same thing.
For myself, I don't see it as reading because I know I don't retain the information. But there are some people that are more auditory listeners.
I did retain the information because this is the first.
What's the main character's name?
Lily.
Last name?
Bloom. See? But like.
What's the guy's name?
Ryle.
What's her best friend's name?
Elsa. Shit.
Or you could also be lying.
But I'm not. You can see in my face that I'm actually thinking about it.
Yeah, because you went, Elsie?
Dude, so I was listening to it and like I would be outside or whatever in the backyard because I'll go back there sometimes just when the boys are going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I was crying. I was like just listening to it. But like usually when you're reading a book, you're like looking at
talking to the mic.
Just like, oh, so you're just like reading it, right? But when you're listening to a book, you're not looking at anything other than like
it's
outward.
No.
So I'm just like.
You can imagine it in your head. But also what has to do a lot with it is like the voice that's reading it.
I didn't like the voice that was reading it.
You had to kind of work through that?
Yeah, I did.
So there's this one book that I read by Sam Talent. called Running the Light, and I read the book, and then I was just at work, and I was like, let me listen to an audiobook, and it happened to be on Spotify, and I could listen to it for free on Premium. And I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna just listen to it. He had different comedians do it.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's a book about comedy.
I feel like comedians can read their own books. Like, what else are you doing? He
did a couple characters on there, but for the most part, he had like a bunch of different comedians do it. So he had like Bert Kreischer, Mark Norman, Dan Soder, who else? There was a bunch of Tim Dillon. He had a bunch. He had a bunch of people.
I would love to listen to a book read by Tim Dillon. I love his voice.
Yeah, honestly, like that's him and Dan Soder's chapters are my favorite.
Really?
Because I love the way he reads. Because he reads really fast and he goes like like he has a cadence that he reads and then like it's so weird, but it's so cool because he goes up and then it starts coming down like as he's getting closer to the end of the paragraph.
Really?
But then at the start of a new paragraph, he starts bringing his voice back up, and then he has a little pause and like there's a certain cadence that he has that's very like.
Can imagine.
I'll play it for you, like his chapter. I just got to find which one it is.
Dude,
but yeah. So every chapter is read by a different.
I heard he was gay, Tim Dillon.
Yeah, he's gay.
Is he really?
Yeah.
It's not a bit. Who did he fuck?
It might be a bit.
Who fucked him?
I don't know.
How did he know he's gay?
Because he said he's gay.
But like, ironically or unironically?
Nah, I think he might be gay. Never seen him with a woman. And it's not because he's a misogynist. No, but I was saying about like the audiobook, like I listened to that one and I was like, cool, every chapter is different. I'm pretty sure Doug Stanhope did one. Every chapter is different, like everybody has like their own different way to do it. Oh, never mind, Mark Norman didn't do a chapter on it because he can't read.
He can't read?
Yeah, I later heard Sam talking to Dan Soder on the podcast being like, you read a chapter from a book. He was like, yeah, I read the one that Mark Norman was supposed to read. And he goes, yeah, God bless him, but Mark cannot read for shit.
Oh, maybe he's dyslexic.
No, he's from Louisiana.
On top of everything else.
Yeah. But, yeah, so.
He looks like he can't read.
Yeah.
Right?
I listened to another audiobook, or I tried to, and then I didn't like the voice that was reading it. I was like, all right, cool. I'll buy this book and read it myself. I wish I could remember which one it was. I never ended up buying it. But I think that has something to do with audiobooks.
It's
like, if I can't just disassociate if the person reading it isn't good. Like, I
is it the tone or is it like it's everything?
The acting, the tone. Because if it's like a book with characters and like,
you know what I hate?
If it's fiction and they're not good they're not acting good. Like I sound like a child, but do the voices.
No, that's exactly what I hate because
doing the voices?
When a girl tries to talk like a boy.
Okay, I don't like that.
Oh, Lord, I can't stand it.
I don't like that. I would just...
She goes like this.
Tim Dillon should read every story.
Yeah. I would listen to any book that had him talking on it.
There's enough audio of him.
Bobby Lee, too.
I don't think he can read.
Bobby Lee is a romantic interest in a book.
I don't think he can.
With all his stuttering that he does. Because you can,
Fuck!
All right, guys. That's going to be it for this week's Chismes and Menudo podcast Word Vomit episode. We're going to get back into our groove. Sorry. Listen, life happens. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
All right. But we are going out. We are planning, plotting, prepping.
I want to get into doomsday prepping. I want to get food.
You would love TikTok for that.
Yeah?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah?
It's like a whole thing.
I'll just do it on YouTube.
No, because they're not up to date.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
They're doing YouTube's doing a lot of shady shit.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot of censoring shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. I think they're going to push me to Rumble, dude.
Oh, no.
They're pushing me to Rumble, man.
Should we post on Rumble?
Maybe.
Maybe.
You could say the N-word on it. I think that might be Rumble's only rule.
No. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Do all that shit.